everyone who auditioned for any of the different roles of Victorious had the same sides.
Tori and Trina throwing down, a secret Matthews sibling, and Vicky's mysteriously missing little brother? What could have been if these scenes hadn't been deleted. Disney and Nickelodeon shows seem perfect as they are, but a lot of them were almost entirely different. From characters being deleted completely in shows like Wizards of Waverly Place, to an entirely different beginning to Victorious. That started off the whole series with an epic fight. But would these moments have made our favorite shows even better? Or should we be happy they ended up on the cutting room floor? Let's find out.
Get well soon!
Tori and Trina have always had a complicated relationship. That's why things in Victorious almost got off to a very violent, albeit hilarious, start. The pilot was supposed to kick off with a fight between the two sisters, until they decided to leave their sibling rivalry to be discovered a little bit later.
Before the play, she and Trina were fighting. We were arguing.
The whole series was originally supposed to start with a flashback of Tori and Trina singing "I Don't Need Anything But You" from Annie when they were only 7 and 8 years old. Near the end of the number, Trina hits Tori in the face and knocks her over, perfectly setting up their dynamic throughout the series. The scene was completely shot, but never made it into the episode. Thankfully, there are plenty of other moments where the Vega sisters fight it out before ultimately making up.
Well, it's not because I think you're a bad actor.
Duh.
Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez is not only our favorite bellhop, but he also has one of the best names of any Disney Channel character. It's no wonder that the sweet life of Zack and Cody needed to give him some uber-famous parents to go with his iconic name. You may have noticed that Spanish superstar Charo played his mother when Esteban got married on Sweet Life on Deck.
Mommy, I am sorry, but you are not going to stop this wedding. I am going to marry my Francesca.
No!
But his father was supposed to be the one and only George Lopez. According to actor Adrian Armante, Lopez had the part and was ready to go, but then he backed out last minute. They brought in Charo to give Esteban's family some flair, but we like to imagine that George Lopez is still his dear old dad.
Can I have an I do?
I do.
Before Nathan Kress was Freddie Benson on iCarly, he played an uncredited kid in the Battle of Panthatar episode of Drake and Josh. You can see him in the background for a few scenes. However, he originally had a much bigger role in the episode that involved him hitting on Miranda Cosgrove.
And that's the best revenge there is.
Nathan's character was supposed to repeatedly hit on Megan and follow her around during the episode, but it was actually getting the role of Freddie in iCarly that got his part in Drake and Josh cut. Series creator Dan Schneider wanted Freddie to have a crush on Carly, but that wouldn't be fresh if Nathan and Miranda were already hitting it off on another show. So Nathan got all of his lines cut, but he also got to star in a super successful Nickelodeon show. Cue the random dancing.
If I do, will you kiss me? No! Then no!
We know Vicky has a little sister named Tootie in The Fairly Odd Parents, but did you know that she was also supposed to have a little brother? In the pilot, she mentions her younger sibling.
It works great at my house. Just ask my little brother.
But then she never speaks of him again. Series creator Butch Hartman even joked, "Did Vicky do something to him? We definitely wouldn't put it past her." Hartman also shared some early ideas for the show with 17. Originally, Mom and Dad Turner were supposed to be like some of the adults in the Powerpuff Girls and not have faces. But constantly hiding their heads got too complicated, so the Turner parents became the crazy couple we know and love.
We'll need a dog to get rid of it. You go and get one.
On the unaired Girl Meets World pilot that still hasn't been released, Riley Matthews was supposed to have an older brother named Elliot, played by Tio Helm. The casting news had already gotten out by the time it was reported that due to creative differences, Tio wouldn't be appearing on the show after all. Another switch-up in the cast happened when Sabrina Carpenter and Rowan Blanchard completely switched roles.
Sabrina originally auditioned for Riley, and I originally auditioned for Maya, and then we swapped about 2 auditions.
And the rest is Matthews family history. More character change-ups happened in Wizards of Waverly Place. Justin Russo was supposed to have a best friend, played by Sunny with a Chance star Brandon Michael Smith.
For what it's worth, you threw a cool prom, Sonny.
There was also a recurring character named Rachel, who was played by Jonas star Chelsea Kane. While Brandon ended up never appearing in the show, leaving us without the Wizards and Sunny crossover we never even knew we needed, Chelsea did end up guest starring as Carrie Langsdorff in the baseball episode.
Oh, I only date baseball players and I only see movies about...
Baseball.
No, cats.
Remember when Drake Bell made our middle school hearts flutter when he guest starred as himself on the Spring Fling episode of Zoe 101? Well, it turns out that we almost got an epic duet out of the episode. Paul Butcher, who played little bro Dustin, told 17 that he joined Drake Bell on stage for a performance that was filmed but never aired. Paul went on to say it was one of his favorite memories from being on set. We're sure we would have loved it too, because it turns out that kid can really sing. When you think of mysterious Nickelodeon characters, Drake and Josh's mom probably doesn't make the cut. But seriously, this iconic TV mom is full of secrets.
Oh, hi, I'm Drake's mom.
You're his mother?
Yeah, is something wrong?
Her character name on IMDb is listed as Audrey Parker Nichols, even though her name was never actually said on the show. We also never found out about her job. But all of these secrets were about to be revealed in the series' final episode. Dan Schneider said he wrote one line for the finale that went something like this: "Hey Audrey, how's your catering business going?" Ultimately, Schneider decided not to use the line and keep the joke running long after the show had wrapped. Hannah Montana had to cut one messy scene after parents told the Disney Channel that it was inappropriate. In the episode where Miley and Lily learn Oliver has diabetes, Hannah's nasally friend Tracy Van Horn was supposed to get covered head to toe in chocolate after Miley and Lily yank a tablecloth to get the sugar away from Oliver. The entire scene was filmed, and actress Romy Dames said she smelled like chocolate for days. But because they didn't want to offend anyone, Disney cut the scene, and Romy's chocolate bath never made it to TV.
You are adorable.
It turns out that Ned's declassified school survival guide's Coconut Head has been hiding some pretty big secrets in that hair of his. Actor Rob Pinkston told 17 that there was supposed to be a big reveal in the final episode that would have seen Coconut Head reveal his true name and get a haircut. Rob also shared some info on the original pilot, where another actor played Coconut Head and singer JoJo played Lisa Zemo. Cookie didn't even appear in the original plot.
Vanessa's my dream girl, but I don't want to hurt Lisa's feelings.
Part of the reason Lizzie McGuire is so iconic is because we got to see her name listed on our TV every day after school. But her pesky little brother, played by Jake Thomas, shared a juicy piece of info that might have changed everything. It turns out that the show's original title was What's Lizzie Thinking? That title totally makes sense since we get to see inside Lizzie's head in the form of her animated alter ego.
My once-in-a-lifetime chance is gonna come around.
But naming the show after Lizzie helped make her the feminist icon we all looked up to when we were young. Before it was Liv and Maddie, it was called Bits and Pieces, and it was about one girl named Alana, and not a set of twins. Dove Cameron revealed that they filmed the pilot and got feedback before the studio decided that the show should be about twins. Dove was thrown into the middle of things and had to take on the role with barely any warning.
Put a love note from a secret admirer in her locker and she'll forget all about Joey. That's actually a really good idea.
She even considered leaving the show, but thankfully she stuck around and pulled off playing the iconic sisters. Still, we'd love to see that original pilot episode.
Every year, my sister Luann creates a prank apocalypse, and no one is spared.
Loud House's Luann can definitely take things too far, like she did in one April Fool's episode where the showrunners felt like they had to cut a very long and devious prank. She surrounds Lincoln with cups of water while he sleeps. When he wakes up, he finds that every inch of his floor is covered, so he decides to drink his way out. Unfortunately, he finds out the hallway is also full of cups of water. After drinking it all, the real prank is revealed. He can't get into the bathroom to rid himself of all that liquid. Not cool, Luann. Not cool. Cameron Boyce was spectacular, and we all know it. Originally, Luke was supposed to be named Hero and have a totally different backstory, coming from Korea. But Disney loved Cameron so much during auditions that they decided to completely rewrite the character for him so he could be on the show.
I've got this face, a C+ average, and 2 coats of deodorant.
He was the best and only choice for the role. Annalise Vanderpool, who plays Chelsea in That's So Raven, was almost the star of another Disney Channel original. Annalise actually landed the role of Kim Possible and was totally down for the show until she also landed a part in That's So Raven. Because it was live action, she decided to go with Raven's house instead of the Possible family. Christy Carlson Romano went on to voice Kim, but we would have loved to see some sort of crossover episode. Which of these deleted moments is your favorite? Let us know in the comments down below which scenes you wish they kept and which ones you're happy they cut. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to The Things for more. Thanks for watching, and see you next time!